The Christian town of Taybeh in the West Bank has become a geopolitical flashpoint between local Palestinians and Israeli settlers. Well, Khalil Sayegh, a Christian Palestinian who was born and raised in Gaza, joins us now. So, my friend, I know this story is very personal to you. So, from your perspective, what exactly is happening?
Hey Raj, good to be with you. To start with, this is an issue that has been happening for years. The settlers' violence against Palestinians that has becoming more and more a routinely thing that Palestinians have to live with. For Christian Palestinians of Taybeh, they were shocked to learn few weeks, just like less than 2 weeks ago, that settlers are attacking Taipei. We've seen, the pictures and videos all on social media where Israeli settlers are going, literally lighting homes and lighting cars on fire, and happened around Taiba in Kafr Malik. It happened in Taiba, and then yesterday, all of a sudden, Israeli settlers get into Taiba village and burn a church, and that's I think what the flashpoint for backlash from the churches, because the churches found first time you attack our property or attack our people, second time you attack even our holy sites from their point of view, attacking the church, and they came out with a very strong statements where they're saying we're under attack by Israeli settlers, and the Israeli military and police are doing nothing to stop that.
Hmm. This story has actually hit, Israeli mainstream newspapers. Let me read you something from the Times of Israel. The heads of three churches in the Christian West Bank of Taybeh condemn a recent spat of settler attacks and harassments in the community, including a fire that was allegedly set by settlers on Monday night, right next to an archaeological site of the ruins of the 5th century Church of St. George. So, what would you want Israel to do in response to these attacks?
I think there is a very clear thing that they should do. They should, keep law and order. This is an area that's under the Israeli law. I mean, it's not officially within Israel sovereign property because they did not annex it, but it's under military occupation, and thus it's under their full control in Area C. And I would like for the Israelis to do the simple thing, which is to arrest those criminals who attack churches and attack Christians in the West Bank and attack Muslims for this matter, and to defend the people when they are attacked. And the unfortunate reality, Raj, is in many cases, Palestinians are being attacked and Christians are being attacked by settlers, and the Israeli military is there watching, and they don't have the legal means to intervene against the settlers.
Hmm. Well, you and I have known each other for over a decade. We've spent time together in Ramallah, in Bethlehem, in Jericho. And I know that you've lost family members and personal friends in Gaza. It's a horrible situation. But this is a Christian network, so the only thing I can ask in this point is how can we be praying for you? It's such a complicated thing, right? We even talked before we got started about how we have a lot of mutual friends that we might disagree vehemently about a bunch of different things about what should be done, what shouldn't be done. But at the end of the day, we all love Jesus and we all want to see what's best for both the Israeli and Palestinian people. So how can my friend here and me personally, how can we be praying for you?
Christians are commanded to do a very simple thing, which is to pray for the peace of the country that they are living in, right? And for me, as a non American living in America, I pray daily for the United States. I pray for the president. I pray for everyone who is in official and government to keep the peace of the city so we can worship freely, right? That's a command that St. Paul gave it to us in the letters. And I think in the same way as Palestinian Christians, we are commanded to pray for our government. We are commanded to pray for the land that we're living in, but to seek peace. That's, I think, the key term that people don't talk about. We want peace. We would love to see peace with the Israeli people. We would love to see Israelis and Palestinians living together. However, we cannot live in peace together when there's one side attacking the other by any side. We want a situation in which Palestinians and Israelis enjoy equality and enjoy both their rights to their land and their own states. And I think if you join me in prayer for the peace of the Holy Land, I think that would be a very meaningful thing to do.
Again, I've known you for a long time, and the tension that you live in is just incredible. You are a
Mm.
very passionate Palestinian who grew up in Gaza, and yet the other day you were on Joel Rosenberg's podcast, who's obviously a very influential Messianic Jew who has his own show on TBN. So the tension that you must feel, I can't imagine it. The being pulled from multiple angles. I love you like a brother, even if we disagree on things. But I appreciate you coming on and sharing what you believe and what you know. But again, just person to person, brother, I love you, and we're going to be praying for the peace of Jerusalem. Thank you so much for coming on, my friend.
Thank you, Raj. Thanks for having me. I love you too, man.